crafters, thanks for joining me here in the attic. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, and let's get to crafting and memory keeping. Welcome to October Oddities. This is a super fun collaboration that I'm excited about. I am co-hosting this with Stacy over at Crafty Dragon Creations, and it is in both of our Facebook groups. There will be links down in the description box where you can join in on our Facebook groups. There's also a couple of kits that we're playing with, and there's some fun freebies in our Facebook groups that you can grab, and there will be prizes at the end of the month. There is an intro video for this on both my channel and Stacy's YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out. I will be doing weekly videos, and Stacy will be doing daily shorts on her YouTube channel. And we have a whole lot of other collaborators that are working with us to bring you a whole lot of inspiration, both spooky and cute, to count down to Halloween using tags. So today I wanted to come on. This isn't the day that I will normally be doing my tag videos. I will be doing those on Tuesday, so you will see all of week 1 next Tuesday, the 7th. But I wanted to come on today and show you about how I'm going to be displaying my tags. Instead of a regular journal, I wanted to actually create a flip style calendar book. So I have used my cinch machine. The first thing I did is I went in and I printed all these daily pages, and then I cut them in half, and I inked them up, and I sewed my pocket tags onto each one of the pages. There's 31 pages in here. Then I came back with my cinch machine and cinched this all together. But the way this works is I have a cover, and then I have a back, and I've got binder clips here. I'm going to be decorating those binder clips later. But this folds down. My cover will flip over like that, and then it will be displayed like a calendar flip. Let me turn this to the side so you can kind of see how that will be displayed. It'll be displayed like that, and then each one of my daily pages you can flip over. Let me zoom you out and see if I can let you see this a little bit better. Each one of the daily pages will flip over to where they'll then be displayed just like this, to where you can see the day number and my tag for each day. And then that way I can display this in my living room or wherever I want to, on my desk, to where I am officially counting down to Halloween. And then I can save this later because it'll fold flat and store it to use next year. If you don't have a cinch machine, there is a couple of other ways you can do this. Basically, what I did to create this is I cut out, grab my ruler, I cut out 2 covers at 5.5 by 8.5. So I've got a front and back cover at 5.5 by 8.5. Then I cut one, and both of these are out of chipboard. You could use cereal boxes, but if you did that, I would suggest doing several and gluing them together to make a thick base to be able for this to be a sturdy project to stand up straight. Then the base down here is 5.5 by 3, so it's 5.5 by 3, and then I put this together just like you would do the spine of a journal. I just used some masking tape to attach these 2 pieces together, just like you would if you were doing a spine to a journal, to where you would have a cover, a spine, and then another cover, and I just don't have a cover over here. So that's how that flap works. And then I covered the whole base with black fabric and then used some scrapbook paper that I had to cover my bases. And then that sits up like that. And again, this will flip over to form your stand. And then that piece holds it together to keep it from falling down. But again, if you don't have a cinch machine, you can create this same thing a couple of ways. One very simple way is you could get a journal that is already coil bound. I got this one at Ollie's, really cheap. And then you could just decorate these pages with the pages of any scrapbook paper, the kits that we've got, and just take out the pages that you don't need. Because again, you would only, if you were doing this as a calendar, you would only need it for 30 days. And then you would just have to add a piece right here to form your base. So that's the simple way to do it. These come in several sizes. This one, you would have to turn it horizontally, but you can get one that has the coil already at the top like that. I've seen them like that. I've seen really small ones. So you could do this style in a lot of different sizes just using your scrapbook paper. The other way you could do this is to create it just like I did here, but instead of coils, get the bookbinding rings. This is a really big one. I didn't have any small ones, but these just open and then snap right back in place. Let me zoom you in so you can see that. They just snap and hold like that. And these also come in different sizes. And what I would do for that is I would just punch holes. I would probably do at least 3. And then run my rings through my holes. And then that would end up being what gets flipped over like that, if that makes sense. So I hope this just gives you some ideas on some different ways that you could do your tags for your countdown to Halloween. You can definitely do them as a journal style, that you come back and add the tags to your regular journal pages. And I hope you'll come play along with us in our Facebook groups. Remember to post your daily tags in the correct place in each one of our Facebook groups to be entered into a giveaway at the end of the month. And again, all the information for that giveaway is in that initial video on both my channel and Stacy's channel. So be sure to check that out. And I hope you'll come back and join me again on Tuesday as we go through all 7 days of the first week of tags. So until I see y'all again here in the attic, y'all take care.